Alea Krisa, Bogdana Pivnenko, Vasil Popadyuk, Dmytro Tkachenko. These violinists have made a contribution not only in Ukrainian, but also the world culture. The virtuoso violinist Nazariy Pilatiuk occupies a worthy place among the prominent musicians. The modern Ukrainian violin school is conquering the best world scenes. The outstanding violinist and conductor, Bohodar Kotorovich, had a tremendous influence on the development and promotion of this school.
I consider
Bohodar Kotorovich to be one of my teachers. However, officially, I never studied in his class. I am very grateful to him for the lectures I attended and the valuable advice I received from him. My father and I often came to him for consultations, and I remember several amazing moments of my life. Firstly, he brought me on stage with the Kiev Soloists Ensemble. I played Bach's concerto back then. Moreover, Bohodar Antonovich came to Lviv, listened to my performance, and then he told my mother, "I will conduct with Nazariy." He was born in Ivano-Frankivsk. He received the first music lessons from his father, Ihor Pilatiuk, here. He studied at the Lysenko Music School in Kiev and Solomia Krushelnitska School of Music. He graduated from the Mykola Lysenko National Music Academy class of Professor Ihor Pilatiuk. In 2004 to 2015, he underwent training in the Liszt Academy of Music in Germany. He learned from Bohodar Kotorovich, Zakhar Braun, and Joseph Tomaszek. He is a laureate of international contests: Mykola Lysenko International Music Competition Ukraine, Yankelevich International Violin Competition Russia, Karl Flesch International Violin Competition in Hungary. He is a participant of national and international festivals: Kiev Music Fest, Stars of the Planet, Music Days over the Oder, Music Festival in Gunter. He is also a permanent guest of the Virtuosi Festival in Lviv. He received a grant from the Presidential Foundation of Ukraine and the Vladimir Spivakov Foundation. In 2010, he was awarded with the Big Gold Medal of the Academy of Arts of Ukraine. Nazariy couldn't choose another profession in such a musical family. His grandfather, uncle, father, mother, and sister played musical instruments. Communication with my grandfather was the most pleasant for me. He gave me a lot, he taught me a lot. For example, he taught me how to drive a car. It was something fantastic for me. It's not directly related to music, but it happened this way. He said, "You also need to learn polka," and I asked him, "Let's play a little bit more and then let's go somewhere by car." Nazariy received basic musical knowledge in his childhood from his parents. His father, Ihor Pilatiuk, is a violinist, teacher, and professor of the Lviv Conservatory. Nazariy's mother, Alena Pilatiuk, is a teacher of a music college, and his elder sister is a talented, promising pianist. All of them set a good example for Nazariy.
Завжди в домі лунала музика, і я спостерігав за уроками, які проводив батько, мати, яка постійно займалася, вона в той час.
Music always played in our house. My parents had an undisputed reputation, and my sister was also my role model. Now she is the concertmaster of the Royal Opera House in Valencia. I went abroad for the first time when I was 8. It was a trip to Switzerland. Our family toured there back then, and we gave about 30 concerts per month. Of course, my parents went abroad more often. This helped them to earn more and give us education. And it was more of an adventure for me and my sister.
Що їм дало можливість стати якось на ноги і вивчити нас. Але для нас це було як забавка, як подорож.
To become a professional musician, Nazariy had to travel a lot. He studied and worked hard in the US, mastered his skills in Weimar. But everything started in Poland. The young Pilatiuk came to audition in a symphonic orchestra.
Коли я зіграв концерт Дворжака,
I played Dvorak, and I was invited to work. I was 14 back then. But they told me, "Come to work when you grow up," and they kept their word. At the age of 18, I became an assistant concertmaster in the symphonic orchestra.
Це було 14 років. Я поїхав, зіграв, коли мені виповнилось 18, я отримав позицію заступника концертмейстера симфонічного оркестру.
Nazariy says that for him, a long stay in another country, far from home, no matter how good the conditions are, is a small personal tragedy. Therefore, the call from Ukraine was unexpected and pleasant.
Дзвонить мені батько і каже, ну, ти маєш приїхати. Я кажу, ну, я завжди з задоволенням повернуся, коли треба, а що, яка, ну, тобі будуть вручати.
My father called and said, you should come to the award ceremony to receive the title of the honored artist. My heart quaked. It became a huge incentive because I always wanted to be in Ukraine. I have never felt very comfortable abroad. It's true, really. I came, received the title of the honored artist of Ukraine, met interesting people, and after I started touring a lot in Ukraine to say that I came back and will glorify my country, live on the land where I have always wanted to live.
І я буду прославляти власну країну і жити на землі, на якій мені все життя хотілося жити.
All the circumstances helped the talented musician. At the time, the competition for the job in the National House of Organ and Chamber Music was announced, and Nazariy passed it successfully. Now he is a soloist of this prestigious concert hall. He plays with famous musicians, and the head of the Ravassan ensemble, Natalia Kravchenko, invited him to join her team. I heard Nazariy Pilatiuk as a soloist of our organization and wanted to cooperate with him. When I offered it to him, he immediately agreed. I have a lot of respect for people who respond to offers and also have something to offer. So our cooperation began. Nazariy Pilatiuk is not only a soloist of the National House of Organ and Chamber Music, but also the Lviv Philharmonic Orchestra. Therefore, he lives and works in 2 cities. Moving from Lviv to Kiev and back has become the norm for him.
Подорожувати я люблю. Ну, добре, може, не все життя мріяв тільки потягом подорожувати туди-сюди.
I'm very happy. I like traveling. Perhaps I have not dreamed of spending all my life on trains, but this also has its own romance. I try to find positive moments in it because I have the opportunity to work in the 2 best cities of Ukraine. Lviv is called the European capital of music, and Kiev is the capital, with great opportunities and concert halls. The organ house deserves a special notice. We have concerts here and have the opportunities to work with the most interesting musicians.
Мати забезпечення концертами, працювати з цікавішими музикантами. Органний зал дає можливість
An organ hall provides musicians with the opportunity to implement one of their most important aspirations, performing works not only one time. After all, such a masterpiece as Tchaikovsky's Trio is being prepared for more than a month, maybe for half a year, sometimes longer. That's why, having spent so much time preparing it, it's impermissible to go on stage and play it only once. And you don't always play the way you wanted.
Не факт, це живе виконання, не факт, що це буде так, як ти хотів цього до кінця. В органному залі ми маємо можливість раз в квартал чи раз в півроку повторювати програми.
And in the organ hall, we can repeat the programs every 4 or 6 months. I try to choose the best. I am pleased to play the works by Ukrainian composers Leo Toshinsky, Skorik, Silvestrov, Stankovic. We also play the world repertoire with great enthusiasm. We play everything which resonates with our souls.
Обов'язково ми стараємося виконувати і виконуємо постійно, але і підходимо до світової музики так само з великим захопленням і граємо те, що нам лежить до душі.
Назар представитель такой, в хорошем смысле, львовской школы, которая несет традиции еще той венской школы когда-то. То есть вот мы сразу...
Nazariy is a representative of the Lviv school, which keeps the traditions, even those of the Viennese school. Once we played Haydn's Trio, and it could be heard immediately that the person understood everything. I mean, his European approach to performance. And the rehearsal process is very simple, because we have the similar way of thinking. We do everything sincerely, quickly, and on time.
Там более уже высокого класса, а так очень все душевно, быстро и оперативно.
National House of Organ and Chamber Music is the organization where one day you go on stage with your peers, and the next day you have the honor to play with your senior colleagues, outstanding musicians. Together with experts, you have no other way but to play perfectly.
Попробуйте бути солістом з солістами.
Just try to be a soloist working together with soloists. They are all solo performers. They are creative and worthy people, so we can easily find a compromise. Sometimes you need to change your opinion if you feel that it's better and more interesting the other way. We have no problems with the creative process.
Варто змінити свій підхід, якщо чуєш, що так цікаво, наприклад. Тому тут немає ніяких проблем з цим.
Работать это просто одно удовольствие, потому что любые пожелания, любые...
It's a great pleasure to work with him because any requests, any disputable issues are settled peacefully with a creative impulse. We just started to work with him, but we are already playing contemporary and Baroque music. I also know that he has a lot of romantic music in his repertoire, and with his temperament and brilliant performance, everyone will be pleased to listen to him.
И при его темпераменте и яркости его исполнения, я думаю, что всем будет приятно слушать.
Nazariy Pilatiuk is in demand as a musician. He isn't only a soloist of 2 prestigious concert halls, but is also actively touring. Nazariy performs in Ukraine and abroad. He writes a lot of music which is released on CDs and used by radio stations, is invited to music programs on TV as well. Nazariy publishes scientific works and teaches in the Lviv National Music Academy.
Не всі можуть мати позиції такі, які
Not everyone is lucky enough to have such a good job as we do, but it was a long way. This is the road of success and defeats which I'm going through, and I don't regret anything. I have enough resources to travel, to live, and feel good. My country gave it to me, and I am very grateful.
Мені це дала моя держава, за що я дуже вдячний.
Nazariy Pilatiuk is one of those people who are the driving force in the development of the country. He does a lot to ensure that Ukraine is not only known, but respected in the world. And with his work, he proves that Ukrainians are worth respecting. Nazariy believes that despite the difficult situation in the country, we should go forward. As all wars are temporary, but music will sound forever.
Ми музиканти, ми повинні нести світло.
We are musicians, and we should bring light and hope with us. Even in the saddest work, there is a glimmer of hope for happiness in the future. I am optimistic and confident that everything will be fine. I will do everything for this.
Я надіюся на це дуже сильно. Особисто я для цього буду робити все.